All right. Welcome, everyone, to another episode of Wrestling Hooligans. This your boy, Juicy Jake, and I got the violent one over here. Vic, say what's up.
What's up, everyone? Happy Father's Day.
I think we need a nice little catchphrase. I was watching AEW and the Bullet Club. They gave themselves the Bullet Club Gold. They gave themselves a nickname. I forgot what it was. I think it was Booty Daddies or something like that, or Batty. I don't know. So I think our nickname should be the Red Bone Daddies. I like that.
Yeah, I don't mind. I mean, we both like Red Bones.
So we're gonna be the Red Bone Daddies. Hey man, we gotta get these nicknames in order, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I mean, nobody's gonna say no to a good Red Bone. So
no. But yeah, it's been a while, man. It's been a while. We tried to do one last week, but your boy fell asleep waiting for you.
yeah. Well, I'm busy. I mean, I don't know. We try weekends. I try to come. Pretty hard. But weekdays, the kids go to sleep at 8:00. But I go to the gym. But I can skip a day. I mean, it's up to you.
Or we do a little bit later because I'm already off now. So
okay.
We could set that up. We could set that up maybe midweek. I know the missing hooligan, the shaman of sexy, Shaji. He hit me up. Actually, I went and saw him last weekend. Went and saw him last weekend. Chilled with the kids, and he said he could do. And we went to the beach, and he said we can do something like midweek. He said he'll go do like 8 or 9. So if it's 8, that's like 9 your time?
No, if it's 8, it's 7:00 my time.
Damn it. So maybe I'll start off the show with him and then end it with you or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean that's what we used to do.
Yeah, so I'll go, and you know him, he has like loads of stuff waiting to unload on us probably. All this nonsense.
I hope he doesn't have a load for us.
You had to bring it that way, bro. But yeah, happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. You know what I mean? We on with you guys on Father's Day. You know what I mean? I got my Father Day beer.
Yep, me too. Yeah. My Ginger Ninja. Where is that?
Mine's is called I Want to Be a Marshmallow. From Wicked Barley, my favorite.
Yeah. Have you ever tried peanut butter beer? Is that any good?
Yeah, it is. There's a lot of peanut butter beers. It is pretty good.
Yeah, I'm about to go because I have like one of those what's that shit called? Total Wines near me, and they got a shitload of beer. So aisles and aisles of beer. So
yeah, I love Total Wines, man. I love Total Wines.
I mean, even the HEB over here. I mean, that's a Texas thing, but HEB is a shitload of beers there. I've always seen a beer I'd never seen or heard before because they have a lot of breweries and shit over here.
Yeah, I love going down the craft section in Total Wines. I think there's one about maybe like 25 minutes from me, and I love just walking there and just looking at all the different beers and picking one from a different country.
And they got do you guys got Specs there or no? The Specs no.
Specs no.
Yeah, they have a lot of Specs right down the street from me, so I go there and for a different beer.
Yeah, I shouldn't be drinking beer, man. I've been trying to lose weight, man.
Wow.
But today's Father's Day, so
that's why I mean, this is the only time I get to unwind. I mean, I don't drink beer every day, so usually at night I'm at the gym. So.
Same. I actually have like a 12-pack that's been in the fridge for almost like a week and a half. I think that's the longest beer has lasted in my refrigerator.
As long as it's not a fucking Natty Ice.
Nah, it's not Natty Ice. It's Juicy IPA.
Oh, whatever. I think the phrase "natty ice" just gives me a headache now.
Hey man, that's what we grew up on, man. Natty Ice was one of the cheapest beers we can get. We can get a nice 24 pack for about $10.
I don't know, man. I was happy with the OEs,
Oh,
OEs or what was the other one? For the 40s. What was it called?
yeah, Old English and the other. I don't know. I drank the OEs only.
Yeah,
There was others. There's others that you
Colt
got.
45. Colt 45.
Yeah, Colt 45, and there's another one. I can't remember what it was. It was like some weird name. Um, but I was more OE person,
Yeah.
although it tasted like I was drinking like a, a wrap full of pennies.
No,
Right? When you wrap,
it's,
yeah,
yeah, but I don't know. Well, at least it had a taste. The natty ice just it tastes like seltzer water to me.
yeah, it did.
And then he just gives you it gives me a headache. I mean, it's like when I drink vodka, if I do ever drink it, it's just the next day my head is like it's not even like a whole headache, it's just like something's bothering me in the back of my head.
Yeah. Now with me, it's more made me go to the bathroom. Just like all those light beers, Coors Light, and all that
Yeah.
nonsense. It just goes right through your system.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, last week I tried to hit, but it took a while. It took a while. So I know we were going to go on yesterday. The same thing. I fell asleep.
Yeah.
Staying up to do the podcast with you, man. I'll be over here freaking tired.
I don't know. I mean, I don't go to sleep to 12, so I mean 12 is probably 1 your time. Then I wake up like 6 or 7 hours later, so well,
Yeah. My wife was talking about that the other day about how much time it takes me to rest, and I'll do like a 6 hour, and that's it. But let's get straight on to it, man, because there's a lot of wrestling that we've been missing out that we haven't talked about. Right? We have AEW, Forbidden Door. Right? They got a pay per view that's this Saturday, I think, or it was a Saturday or Sunday, one of those two. I can't remember. The
no,
21st.
yesterday was the show's debut.
Oh no, yeah. Yesterday was
Oh, you talking about next Saturday?
yeah, I'm talking about next Saturday or next Friday, Sunday. They're doing Forbidden Door. Let me see. Friday, Saturday. Yep, Saturday, the 25th, I believe it is. They're doing Forbidden Door. I'm excited for that card. It looks pretty good. But let's talk about it. I mean, we might as well just get into it because yesterday we had AEW Collision, and that was like the biggest thing going.
I mean, I think it was a good show, but I think the only reason it like was better than what it was is because of the Punk promo in the beginning.
Oh yeah, the pump promo started off everything.
Otherwise, it would just be same old like Dynamite type show.
Yeah, it was like a Dynamite type, but it was still a good show. A good matches going on,
Yeah,
right? We were blessed with watching Sky Blue.
yeah, Sky Blue.
Yeah, we were blessed to see that Pog in action.
Yeah, I don't know. Is she qualified for a Pog? I mean,
I I think so.
shit. I don't know. Yeah, I
It
guess.
is,
Yeah, she was born in the last century, so she's good.
right, she's a Pog, but we can't. We censor. We have a certain age limit where we actually could go in grimy, and she barely made it by the skin of her teeth. And I'm just like, I
Yeah,
even feel horrible talking about it. But
yeah. Like when she comes on my TV, like that side is already censored. I already preempted my TV to censor it.
hey, you got to censor some of these, man, because when we got these 70-inch screen TVs, man, and they just pop up in the middle of the freaking television. And my
Yeah,
wife,
today. Today I turned on my TV. The volume wasn't working on my 70-inch. I was like, "Oh shit!" I'm hoping it's not gonna work. But then because I wanted to buy an 85-inch, but I was like gonna use the excuse that the volume not working anymore to get rid of it so I could buy an 85-inch. But then it started working.
The missus, she walks in on that on the 75-inch, and then it'll be sky blue match over there. And she's like, "Oh, no wonder you watching wrestling."
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, usually all she thinks about we talk about is Sasha Banks, and for some reason she has in her head that Sasha Banks wrestles every women's match. But
and didn't she also think that we talked about Roman's hair?
Yeah, Roman's hair. I don't know why you guys do a podcast. All you talk about is Roman's hair and Sasha Banks' ass or whatever.
If only they knew.
Yeah,
but
only they knew about Sky Blue.
Sky Blue, hands down. Outside of her physical attributes, she's a good wrestler, man.
Yeah.
I was watching the match on Dynamite, and I was like, obviously I was in tune for a lot of many different reasons, but she's actually was doing a very good job. And I think that match she was going against the AEW champion at the time, and they had a pretty good match, man.
Yeah, for her age. I mean, I think somebody who's really good for her age is Roxanne Perez. But
yes.
Yeah,
but
I mean, she was Ring of Honor champion when she was 19 years old. So
yeah, Sky Blue though, man, she definitely impressed me, and she was on Collision. We also had we finally got to see Andrade versus Buddy Murphy and Andrade Idolo. He looked pretty good at coming back. They had a good match.
Yeah, I was thinking of that. I was like, so it's Charlotte's husband versus Rhea's husband.
It definitely made a interesting dynamic with the crowd, especially on how he won the match with the figure eight. The crowd, definitely a crowd pop. And what happened with the ending, man? It seemed like he's trying to go face or something.
Yeah, I mean, you don't know. He's been gone for a while, so you know how he's gonna come back.
Mm-hmm. Maybe he'll team up with Penta. And
hopefully, I mean, I'd rather him do something instead of going back and trying to buy everybody's contract. Is bullshit. Yeah, how many rich people can you have the same gimmick? It's so stupid.
Yeah, they kept on using that same old gimmick again afterwards. It was the gimmick is garbage, man.
Yeah, MJF is rich. I mean, everybody's fucking rich, obviously. But MJF is rich. He could buy everybody's contracts. And then who was it? Matt Hardy was rich. Matt Hardy, and then the other Daivari brother.
Daivari brother, and who about the other group? They were buying people's contracts. It's like, man, what the hell?
Yeah, it's just a repeating bullshit.
Yeah, it's something that's real dumb. I mean, but going back to what you said, I mean, I think everyone was watching Collision, just like you said, for Punk. We didn't get everything. He had some jabs into it, right? But what are your thoughts, man, on CM Punk and returning for AEW Collision? What are your thoughts with where he stands with AEW, man?
Well, I mean, he came back and he pretty much kept it real. I mean, he just said he's not there. I mean, he was already a star before he got there. It's not like he needed AEW. So
that's true. That's true. But he was blessed, man. Yeah. He was blessed that he was able to do this show in Chicago, right? Because I don't know.
I'm pretty sure Tony Khan pulled the string, so it was in Chicago. It's not like, I mean, it's not like he's still paying Punk, and Punk doesn't want to do it. You just, end his contract or whatever.
I just don't know if the rest of AEW fans are going to feel the same way. Because remember, just from the mere mention of him that he was going to be on there, they were in many of the other cities. They were already booing once they said his name.
Yeah. I mean, we have to see once he gets to another city, but
and everyone reads the situation differently, man. Yeah. Everyone reads the situation. I mean, even right now, we don't even know what the hell happened backstage. We just know there was a brawl between these people that didn't get along. Some people got fired. Some people got rehired. They were going to take this guy, and people wanted him to get fired, and they were already talking about cancers in an organization. Um, so he came out with his boots. It looked like he would, pretty much said to everyone that, he won't leave until someone could fill his boots, and then mentioned MJF at the end of the promo when he was looking at the camera.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see where that'll go. Right.
Yeah.
But other than that, man, I don't know, man. I mean, he still has a lot to prove to me. Yeah, I'm happy that he's here. But he's saying that he came out with the supposedly the heavyweight belt that he didn't lose. But to be honest with you, I want the guy that has the belt right now. I'm more in tune with him and what he's doing.
Yeah, but I think they need to give him a better feud, man. Like, I don't know. I didn't really like the Four Corners match. I don't know. They need to give him a better opponent. I mean, he's doing what he can with what he has, but
yeah. But remember, man, he's just real early into his reign, man. He's gonna have a long reign as champion, man. So I think it's good that he. I didn't have a problem with the Four Pillars match, only for the simple fact that he's given a main events jump to these younger talents at least once, right?
Yeah.
Obviously, we didn't think they were going to win, but it was a nice push for them to keep on going, And I think he respects them like that, and saying like, "Hey, man, these guys were here from the beginning. They're the heart and soul of this company. We're going to put that on match." Now, granted, as the weeks progress, you're like, I mean, no one's really up to your level, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't give them an open mic because they tend to stutter. They tend to take their time. There's no zings, no zags.
Yeah.
I mean, what's his name? Darby.
Yeah.
We finally got to hear from Darby, which was awesome. He started using the mic a little bit more. So we'll see where we go from here. I think it's still early.
Yeah.
He has a whole roster of individuals that he hasn't even touched yet.
Yeah, because what's his name? What was the first guy he feuded with? Was it Ricky Starks?
Yes.
Yeah, he. I mean, maybe if it was later in his reign and he had that feud, we would think he wasn't gonna lose it, but.
Yes.
But the Four Corners match, man, I knew none of these fuckers are gonna take it from him.
But it was a nice push. It was a nice storyline, especially with the whole Sammy nonsense and how Sammy was gonna he bought Sammy. He was gonna pay off Sammy, and then all of a sudden, towards the end, it was a nice little thing, and they all got to have some shine in the moment, right? They all were able to express a little bit more about themselves and where they are at this moment in AEW. So I didn't have an issue with it.
Yeah.
I know people. I know. I'm just like you. Towards the end, I was just like, all right, let's get this over with. I need him to go with, I don't know, Chris Jericho or someone else who he has right now, right? And Adam Cole. So. And then, he still hasn't touched the other guys yet. No one in the Elite, right? No one else in what's the John Moxley's group, right? So he has tons of people that eventually he'll get in.
I mean, he beat Daniel Bryan, so
yes. I'm talking about the other jokers, like John Moxley, Cesaro, those guys, and then.
And actually, no, he beat John Moxley for the title. So
yeah, it was
the only person is Cesaro, but Cesaro's the Ring of Honor World Champion. Which I mean, I heard there's a show, but I don't watch.
I don't know where the show is, man. Where's the show?
You gotta watch it on Fight.
On Fight?
The Fight app or whatever.
I'm gonna have to watch it on another website for me to go watch that because I'm not gonna purchase Fight.
Because I mean, they do have all like was it Maria and her husband and the other guy under contract. I don't know who, and those who's the triple crown champions. I don't know. I forgot their name. Embassy on there.
I see all these people coming with all these weird belts. That's the only problem with AEW. All these jokers got belts, and then I'll be over there like, "What belt is that?"
Yeah, because they be coming with the belts from New Japan and AAA, and I'm like, yeah. But besides that, Collision show, I mean, there was a title change, and then
yes, big. Yeah, that was a big title change right there with the match with Wardlow and Luchasaurus, correct?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Which I was happy for. I mean, there was a swerve the first time these two gentlemen met up, and then Christian Cage got into offered himself into the ring. Nice little weird twist at the end when he won it, and then he's calling himself the champ.
Yeah,
Christian Cage. So obviously we'll see where this goes. Those two will probably go against each other.
Yeah, but I'm kind of hoping it's not soon. I mean, they just they rush everything in AEW.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta learn from the Bloodline storyline that you can't rush it. You gotta do a slow build.
Yeah, I agree. But that was a nice little surprise right there. Wardlow's now available. Now, there you go, another contender after Adam Cole. Boom, you get in a match with Wardlow, and you can bring that drama back.
Yeah, but Wardlow, they kind of, I don't know, man. It was like he lost his whatever he had. Yeah, he had like a good push. I think is when he lost his hair, he just lost that fucking luster. He just, I don't know, man. Maybe they need to rebuild him, man. Just go away for a little while and come back. Just be a dominant guy. Just like kind of like a Bobby Lashley type of gimmick.
Yeah, I think so too. I mean, but you could still build that from within. Whatchamacallit, they went after Arn Anderson.
Yeah.
He ended up getting bloody at the end of the match. So we'll see. I mean, you know how it is in wrestling. All it takes is a couple weeks off, and then all of a sudden, they'll give you a new persona.
Yeah, but if MJF is going to lose to anyone, Wardlow would make sense, but they got to build him up the right way.
I don't know who's going to. I think the only person right now that I see he's going to lose it to is our boy over here, CM Punk.
Yeah, I mean,
CM Punk reclaiming what he never lost.
Yeah, but I don't think they're going to make him champion anytime soon.
Oh, no, definitely not.
These fuckers are going to get injured as soon as he gets the belt.
He was looking frail out there, man. This guy's been doing a lot of cardio and stuff, man. I was like, oh, man.
Yeah.
His match. We saw reemergence of the Redeemer.
Oh, yeah. See, I can see him if he's a face going against MJF. That'll be a good match.
Yeah, he got the face applauses and cheers.
Yeah,
he did. So we'll see where they go with him.
Hope they don't. I mean, I heard the problem with him is that he just turns down storylines. He doesn't care. In AEW, I guess you could do that. Vince, you can't do that in WWE. Yeah, he's like, would you say, God damn it? Yeah, even for an old man, you can't say that to Vince or Triple H.
They'll be like,
no, you can just turn him upside down and mop the floor with his hair.
Nah, they said, Mayor, you're gonna put on that bunny costume, man. You're gonna be in that bunny costume.
Yeah. I mean, with the Rusev, they made Bobby Lashley sleep with his wife. So, I don't think Tony Khan probably doesn't even have the guts to say that to him.
Yeah.
Like usually at these press conferences, you should see his faces when these guys say crazy shit. There was a TikTok with just Tony Khan couldn't believe what these guys were saying.
Yeah, I've seen those memes with him.
Especially
MJF.
MJF.
Yeah, MJF say something crazy and you see his face, it look just like all sideways. But all right, we were already talking about Sky Blue. But I want you to know your thoughts. You got the group, the Outcasts, and you got the AEW Women's Champion, Tony Storm. Um, do you think they went with the wrong person to get the belt?
I mean, Tony Storm was already the champion once. They got to give it to Paige is a bigger name. I mean, what's her name now? Sahara? What's up?
Yeah, Soraya.
Yeah, she's the bigger name, but I don't know. I mean, her wrestling is not as. I mean, Tony Storm probably is a better wrestler now. I mean, Paige is still rusty.
Yeah, I just thought it was weird because it seemed like Soraya was the face of that group, and then all of a sudden it's like one of her subordinates gets the title.
Yeah.
So it just threw me for a loop. That's just me spitballing.
Yeah, or Ruby Riott. I mean,
yeah, or even Ruby Riott. I'd like Ruby Riott. She's an awesome performer.
Yeah, she is, and she's probably a better. I mean, Paige is a good wrestler, but I'm just saying she hasn't been away from the ring for a while. So.
Yeah, I definitely agree. She is a little bit rusty. You can tell that she's not as confident and as just ring rust. She hasn't been hitting the ropes.
Yeah, and then again, I'm waiting for our girl Jade to come back.
Oh, she will too.
Is she gonna come back? I mean, they probably took the title off her so she could go for the world title. So
world title, yeah, I agree.
Powerbomb Tony Storm to the mat. then do that 69 pin she does on all the girls.
Yep. Then we had the main event. We had CM Punk and FTR, and we had Samoa Joe and the Bullet Club Gold.
Yeah, so I thought Samoa Joe was going to be CM Punk's first feud, though. I mean,
but they made it a triple match. Originally, they were supposed to go Dodo, and then they added these other components, which is all right. I mean, the crowd was rocking for this match. It was a good match, but Bullet Club Gold, man. Do you think Jay White is looking as strong as he should be, man?
Yeah, I mean, he definitely looks like a star, but I don't know if they're pushing him on like a star.
They're not, right? Like I've had him on a pedestal when it came to he was almost as Daniel Bryan-esque, with the matches, because all the wonderful matches that he had over there in New Japan, and then he comes over here and it's like boom, it's like, oh snap, we got Switchblade over here, and then he's already lost matches. Bullet Club, he brings in Bullet Club Gold, and it's just those two, him and Juicy, and Juicy's looking like a broke down Brian Pillman.
Yeah,
that's where I get from. He's like a poor man's Brian Pillman gimmick going on. But
yeah, I mean, yeah. Speaking of it, is Brian Pillman Jr. still there? Well,
no,
whatever. I doesn't matter, but I'm just saying.
I think he's left. I think he's in another federation right now because he had to take some time off and focus on him. Supposedly, I think when I was following his Instagram, that's what he was doing. Yeah, he had, and then he went back home. Oh, he was around your way. He's from Cleveland.
Yeah. My way for a week. That's it.
So yeah. So with Jay White, I was watching this match, and that's all I could think of. I was like, damn it. I mean, I'm like, he's gonna lose this match, and it's like that's already 2 losses that he's had, and I'm just like, he should be going for trying to go for a title or beating down on some other faces right now.
Yeah,
all I could think is about how would because obviously there were rumors that WWE wanted to get him too, but all his boys from New Japan, they are already over here, so it made sense. And but all I could think about is like, how would WWE push them?
Well, I mean, I don't know. I don't even know if they'll push him. But then again, they're definitely gonna get the other guy, his partner. But him, they might just for name recognition. But it just, I don't know. He might be just in catering, getting a paycheck.
I was daydreaming while I was watching this match, and all I could think about is like the wonderful storyline that he could have did with the Bullet Club or the club in WWE with AJ Styles or Finn Balor, you know. And I'm like, damn, he could have did something like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
And obviously WWE wouldn't have used it as because they don't like talking about other accomplishments that these wrestlers have in other
I think it's depending on the person.
yeah.
Some people get away with it, some people can't.
Yeah.
Or you got to be gutsy and just say it and just go with the punishment.
Yeah.
That's what Stone Cold used to say. He said before he was big, he would just say whatever he wanted to say and get yelled at by Vince. And The Rock used to say that too.
Yeah, that's how you got to play it though.
If you got a live mic and you make it good, then
And that's
you'll. That's what DX started. They just got away with it because the ratings went up.
and that's key though. I mean, if it hits, it hits.
Yeah.
Right? You can't be going over there talking nonsense and it doesn't hit.
Yeah.
All right. Let's go. Anything happened on Raw this week?
On Raw, just Seth, walking around with the fruity suit, and
Well, he finally got face to face with Finn Balor, right?
Yeah.
And that was an awesome little promo segment, right?
Yeah, that was good.
Where he was talking about that someone got better while the other one was more frustrated, or what did he say? Something along that lines.
Yeah, I mean, it was a good. It was okay, Raw. I mean, better than it used to be like 2 years ago, but nothing really, I don't know, stood out on Raw. Besides, I mean, the matches were all great.
Yeah. Well, what are your thoughts with Damian Priest beating Matt Riddle and being the last entrant into Money in the Bank?
Who were the other ones?
You have Ricochet, you have LA Knight, you have.
I thought LA Knight lost to Santos, or was that not?
No, that was not to go into Money in the Bank. LA Knight was the first one to qualify.
Okay.
Yeah, that was just a match afterwards. But I was when I was watching this, I was like, oh man, they really gonna put Damian Priest in there? I mean, I get it. I mean, he has been big as of late with Bad Bunny, and he had a good match over there at WrestleMania. Not WrestleMania. What was Backlash?
Yeah.
And I guess this is what they're giving to him, but. There were a lot of people on the internet talking about that he might be the one winning it.
Damian Priest?
Yeah, winning a contract.
I mean, I was him or LA Knight.
I think LA Knight, it would work for him, man.
Yeah.
But
Damian Priest, I mean, it depends how they write it. I mean,
more and more, we see that he's probably going to get kicked out of Judgment Day, and they already got his replacement lined up.
Yeah, your boy with the face with the
hair. Madonna.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we had your boy. I meant to talk about this. Indo Sheer, man, they coming over here. What are they gonna do with these jokers?
I hope split the tag team titles up and give them one of the titles. I mean, I guess the Raw titles.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't know what they're doing with the tag titles. Well, they're trying to um, combine them, and even the women's title they're trying to combine.
Yeah, I didn't get that with the
That's
women's tag
stupid, man. I
titles. I
was like,
think that was I mean, you could have still kept those separate. I mean, there's so much talent in NXT, and so many people going back over there. They could keep those titles, man.
yeah,
Right?
well,
Why combine it? It was just weird.
yeah. I mean, usually, I mean, they're not consistent, man. They keep on when they leave, they're supposed to give the title back to NXT if they get called up.
Hmm.
That's what Indy Hartwell did. So I mean,
That's facts.
yeah. I mean that's what they've been following that for years now. But now all of a sudden they take the titles over and then they gotta combine them and stupid.
Yeah, I guess they just trying to get rid of those and just not have a tag team division down there for the women's.
Yeah,
Or
the whole point of them doing that is because I think who was the chairman? Was it William Regal when he made up those tag titles in
Mhm.
NXT because the somebody lost to whoever the match was in NXT, and then they didn't want to give the titles, so then he made a new tag titles for the NXT. I think it was Nia Jackson's whoever her partner was.
was that was she Nia Jax with Shayna Baszler?
Yeah, probably was. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Shayna Baszler doesn't look like she'll ever get a world singles title. She'll just
I was going back looking at videos. I was watching UFC, and both her and Ronda Rousey lost to that woman that just retired.
Nunez.
Yeah, Amanda Nunes. And
Was Shayna Baszler in UFC for a while, or she was just there for a few years?
few years. I
Uh,
think she had injuries.
yeah, because I remember she was in the Mae Young Classic or whatever.
Hmm. But yeah, she lost to Amanda, one of the early people that lost to Amanda Nunes. I was
Uh,
watching that match, yeah. And I was also watching freaking Ronda and how she got rocked in that. Damn, she wasn't ready for that beast.
so she was undefeated, and then she lost to Holly Holmes, and then
Yep.
Amanda Nunez too.
Yep.
Okay, then she quit.
Yeah. She and her course came to an end.
Yeah, I
She
mean,
stopped.
at least after she lost two matches. I mean, then she realized some people just keep on going back, like Ken Shamrock. Ken Shamrock, you keep on going back when he's like 55.
King Chan might be over there doing bare knuckle matches. This guy can't say no.
Yeah,
He's like Ric Flair.
I know. I mean, it's one thing to do, uh, pro wrestling, but doing UFC when you're or real fighting when you're that age is kind of too much, man. I mean, he is in crazy shape for his age, but still.
Yeah, he is. Going back to what's been happening, so it looks like they're trying. Becky Lynch might be winning that briefcase.
I don't know. I don't want her. I mean, I like her, but I don't want her winning it. I want somebody new.
No, I'm all for it too with getting someone new, but I think it adds an element of surprise, to what's her name, to brain fart, mommy.
Uh, oh yeah. I mean, I don't think they've had a match yet.
Yep.
They
So
haven't had a feud yet. So okay, I can
you
see
can
that.
go, you can do that for half a year of her looking like she's gonna go over and cash it in on mommy, and then eventually doing it, or maybe
Mhm.
doing it at cashing in for WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Yep. Cody Rhodes getting bitch slapped by Dom, man. Don he just stays relevant, man.
Yeah.
And right now the crowd not letting him talk. I mean, he's just going even more and over with the people backstage. They're probably like, that's what we want them to do.
Yeah, I mean, Dom with the mommy is gold.
Yo, and he's gotten some wins over some people.
Yeah, AJ Styles and who was it? There's somebody he beat recently.
Yeah, he's gotten some wins. I'm just like, yo, he just keeps on going.
Yeah,
I mean, if he beats Cody, I'm just like, oh hell no.
I mean, I think he might. He's Brock Lesnar's gonna come back. He's not gonna say nothing. Remember, Brock? He's thinking Brock Lesnar chicken, so
Yeah.
he's not gonna say anything until he's gonna come in the match and just let Dom win or somehow interfere.
Yeah, we'll see where they go with that, but it is definitely interesting over there, man. With that main event, you had I don't know what they're doing with what's gonna call it KO and Sammy, man.
I don't know.
Like it's like they lost their whole I don't know their whole gimmick. It's all weird. Now you got KO. All he doing is screaming like a chicken with his head cut off. They don't really got any substance with this.
It's because they're not feuding with the Bloodline anymore. It's just like they're just. I don't know. None of these tag teams have the I don't even know what to call it, but they're not as good as the Bloodline or a New Day. It's just.
I thought that with the Imperium that they were going to work their way into that, but they quickly went into that, and I was just like, oh.
I mean, besides, what's his name? Walter. What the fuck is his name? Gunther.
Yeah.
The other two are just good-looking jobbers, man. They're not even. They always lose all their matches if you go into.
Hey, I'll be Kaiser any day of the week, man. Over here, he got his girl Tiffany Stratton over there.
Oh, that's good.
Yep, that's his girl.
I'll be Kaiser too. I didn't know Kaiser was tapping that.
Yep, he definitely was.
That's the one with the blonde hair, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Your AEW, no AEW, NXT Women's Champion right now.
Yeah.
Yep.
You've been giving her the Kaiser role.
I saw him on WrestleMania weekend, and I want to get the neck thing that he had. He goes on the airplane. He puts on this little thing that goes around his neck.
I never seen that.
So it's not like
you mean the pillow?
Yeah, but it's not a pillow though. It's like a brace.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's like a brace for your neck.
Let me see.
Yeah,
fucking neck brace.
Yeah, it's like some weird neck brace, and supposedly I was like, oh, I have to go look at it because those Europeans, they always they know all that that good stuff for the posture and all that other nonsense. But while you go look at that, I'm gonna go over here. We're gonna talk about next up with Dynamite. All right, we're gonna go into Dynamite. You had MJF versus Adam Cole in a championship eliminator match. It went to a draw, which was I actually when I was watching, I was like, yeah, that's a good look. But they definitely gonna meet down the road. I mean, just a week before that promos that they were given, man, whew, it was fire. Shots were thrown, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, your boy MJF saying to Adam Cole just what you've been saying for like the past 2 years, that he needs to hit the gyms and stop carrying those 5-pound weights.
Yeah.
And he's like, you don't even look like a champion, and he's holding Brit's bags. You know what I mean? So I'm excited to see where they go with this, man.
I mean, Adam Cole has everything except the body. I mean, he can wrestle. He got the mic. I mean, he just, I don't know. I mean, only thing you got to do, even if Britt doesn't wrestle, she can still be a dentist. So It's not like Adam Cole. I mean, all you guys do.
Oh, he's got a boy band going, man. You didn't know that?
Huh?
He's got a boy band going.
Ah, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, man. They over there dropping records, man. Him, Xavier, Cesaro. They made a track. I'm like, oh,
Yeah. And Xavier and Cesaro look like they work out. Hey, that's fine. I mean, if you sing it and then you can work out too.
Oh my goodness! When I heard that nonsense, I was like, "Oh man, these guys got nothing better to do." Next up, what else we had over there on AEW? Had what's Hager, man? How do you go from when I heard that Hager was going to be in AEW, man? I figured that by now he would already have the title at least once.
Man, it's crazy. I don't even know what they're doing with him. He's just there for a paycheck. I think he's
just smoking him in the back, bro. That's what he's doing.
I mean, the guy can. I mean, with his UFC, I mean not UFC, MMA career. I mean, pretty much he could take anybody if he wants in the real life.
They totally stopped that and made him into a guy that talking about his freaking hat.
Yeah, it's just like I mean, there must be something about him he does backstage because. Remember in WWE when he first came, he was like we thought he was gonna be world champion like 10 times, and then after he was world champion once, he didn't even see a match again. He was just I don't know.
They gave him the bag stigma when he got caught with marijuana, bro.
Oh, maybe, but he was still under contract for. Even if you're caught with marijuana or any other drugs, you can still come back from that. But like Randy Orton been 3 times, but he still come back from that. Yeah, this guy's just.
But Randy Orton is different, though, man. Randy Orton is loved by all the ones in the back. I don't know if Jake Hager is that. Randy Orton was built as the prodigy.
Yeah. Okay. There's other people who got caught with drugs and stuff and can't come back from it. I mean, he just. He must be doing something backstage that is just everybody just leaves him as a jobber. You gotta at least fight for it, man.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, let's be real. A lot of the wrestlers they don't fight for it, and we learned that with Chris Jericho, right? Chris Jericho in his book, and he explained. He was like, "No, I'll be over there waiting like 3 hours for Vince and telling him my piece."
Yeah.
Right? And other wrestlers they just take it as is. It's like, oh well. This is it is, or like they'll keep on fighting, but they don't go the extra mile. But who knows? I mean, like, would you want to have to do that the whole time, right? If you were built like I don't know.
I mean, then after a while, they're gonna be like, oh, let's give this guy something better. I mean, they're not just gonna.
That it is. Let's see. Here we go. They had a trios match. Blackpool, Young Bucks, and Adam Page. I can't wait until they stop feuding, bro. Seems like every freaking week they're fighting.
No, that hasn't been that long yet, but I mean, at least their stuff is somewhat good.
Yeah. What do you think about that Young Bucks with the week before with the pay-per-view with the super kick with the explosion?
It was stupid, man. I thought the Usos super kicks were better on Roman Reigns this week.
Oh, yes. You know what? Let's just get into that because there's nothing else with Dynamite Friday Night SmackDown, man. The kicks heard around the world.
Yeah.
All right. Kicks heard around the world. We finally have come to the Civil War. That's what they're calling it. The Civil War of the Bloodline.
Yeah.
Right. We finally got to see who Jay was going to side with. They played with us in the middle of the promo, and it seemed like he was going to go back with the Bloodline. But, you just can't get away from your brother that was in the same was in the stomach when you were born. That's a different type of thing right there.
Not to mention, they've been a tag team since they got there. I saw somebody posted it. They've been there since they were 24 years old. And then now they're 37. So it's more like 13 years together over there at WWE. And before that,
I do like on how when this promo was going down, when they were finally talking about all this, right? And Roman, man, he had the ammunition lined up, talking about they didn't say Usos before this, which is obviously a lie. They were saying that even before they were in the bloodline. But the main event of WrestleMania, like they didn't even reach WrestleMania in 10 years.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, and now that right there, man, I was just like, oh, he's right.
I mean, I don't know if that's true. If he
Oh,
had
that's true.
so they didn't make it to any shows, WrestleManias.
I mean, you're right.
I mean, obviously they did a main event, but they
not main event, or they didn't have like an important match on WrestleMania. I think that was the case. I think they showed in a couple of Andre the Giant matches.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But a lot of those pre ones, it wasn't on WrestleMania, right? It was like the pre-show. but yeah, so breaking it down, Jimmy and Jay, right? Both super kick Roman. It was just finally made to happen. They already got it lined up for Money in the Bank, the Bloodline Civil War against the Usos versus Roman Reigns and Solo. Right. So we'll see. We'll see what happens, man. I mean, obviously this had to come down to an end, right? They've been dragging this storyline for almost going on 2 years, 3 years, ever since Roman was a tribal chief, right? And it finally comes to an end. And my question to you: does Jay, Mr. Main Event, Jey Uso, because they've been talking about it recently with the whole he's the next in line. He's Main Event Jey Uso. Is he the one? Is he the one? You see what I did right there?
Mm-hmm.
Is he the one that's going to end Roman's reigns?
I think if they build the right way, and if he wins the next year's WrestleMania, or Royal Rumble, then
wait, he has to win the Royal Rumble?
Yeah, and we'll take it from the next WrestleMania. If they build him the right way, yeah, I could see that.
I see him hitting the gym. So got him on IG. He's over there.
Then now his mic work is good too.
Oh yeah, and the facial features and everything.
Yeah.
Well, the mic, he's still a little shaky. I mean, even during this one, he didn't know what to say for a couple of seconds. He was overly confident. He had it in him. You know what I mean?
So he's the one that said, "My man Sammy, bulletproof boy."
He was over there. What was that? And then he totally he threw a blank. He think I saw it, man. I saw it, but it's all right though. I'm gonna let that slide. You were excited. But okay, so you're saying that he's going to have to win it at Royal Rumble.
Yeah, I mean, and if Triple H gave Roman a new belt, why is he still carrying around those other 2 belts?
I think that's what everyone was talking about on the internet, because it's pointless on they doing that. But that's just, I guess, they're gonna disappear once Roman loses.
Yeah, so but that means he didn't carry around to WrestleMania.
Yeah. So you have him as champion all the way to WrestleMania.
I mean, they have to do it. Otherwise, what was the point of making him hold it this long?
I mean, okay, it makes sense. You want something big. That's a big storyline they can bring. So then, is Cody? When Is Cody winning the championship then? Is he going against Seth freaking Rollins?
I don't know. I mean, Cody, he might. He might have to. No, I don't see Cody winning the Royal Rumble again. So
No, I don't see him winning the Royal Rumble again. I see him Elimination Chamber getting into Mania that way.
yeah.
Right?
I mean, it's not like Roman could win it again after he loses it, and then Cody beats him. But it could always come back. But him losing it the first time, I think it should be somebody meaningful, like maybe Jay.
I mean, let's be real. The way that it should be, you're right. Jay should have that match at WrestleMania with his cousin, right?
Mm-hmm.
Cody, he wouldn't be beating Roman Reigns. He would be beating Seth Rollins for that title.
But I don't know. Then again, Cody's beat Seth Rollins too many times.
Mm-hmm. But there's always that one person.
But then again, we're thinking Seth is going to hold it all the way to WrestleMania.
That's true.
It could be somebody taking it from Seth.
You're right. You're right.
Yeah. Who else is Cody feuded with since he came back?
I'm trying to see who.
It's Seth and Roman, and then I mean the Miz really doesn't count.
Yeah, those, I was going to say that, but it doesn't really count. Rock.
I mean, unless Seth really does lose it to Finn eventually. I mean, maybe not the first time, the second or third time, and then Cody gets it from him.
That's not a WrestleMania match, though. I mean, Finn, I don't see him.
No, but the real, the real main event will be either depends on who the main event's gonna be. The women's could be the main event one night, and then Roman and whoever be the second night.
Okay. I mean, that's us thinking way too ahead. We'll see what happens. We got the Civil War matchup at Money in the Bank. I'm excited for that. That's July 1st, right? In the O2 Arena in England.
Yeah.
Yep.
But I mean, you think Roman's gonna get replacements for those two of the Bloodline?
No. I think this is it. I don't see them getting replacements. Yeah, I don't. Even though, I heard the rumors and stuff like that, but nah, I don't see anything happening. I think it's just going to be him and Solo, right? And I mean, if you want to put more into it, right? If you want to put more into it, you have Solo, have that drama with Roman Reigns right before Mania, and he's one of the ones that cost Reigns his title.
Yeah, I mean he spikes Roman instead of his brother, and then I mean I think it's a good run if Roman just disappears for a while after he loses the titles.
So he's about to beat Pedro Morales' streak this week.
Oh, is he?
Yeah. So by the time he gets to the Mania, how many days is he gonna have?
No, I mean I think for him to beat Hogan is next after Pedro Morales. He would need 400 days or something.
400 days. He's not going to get that. All right, we'll see where it goes. I mean, we have one main event match for Mania right now that they can write right now. Now, this is my question to you: do you see Jay being a top guy?
And once again, it depends on how they build him. I mean,
but with what he has right now, I think he can be.
Yeah, he can be, but
the crowd is behind him, right? He's got the composure. We got to work on the promos just a little bit, but he's got it. All right. Now we just got to find out the rest. All right, so let's obviously that was the big news of the on Friday Night SmackDown. What's going on with this nonsense with the women's tag title? Not tag title, the women's title over there on SmackDown. Freaking Charlotte Flair just shows up out of nowhere and gets a match.
Yeah, and then what's her name? Bianca's not gonna be happy with that.
And she's already said that they already got that set in stone. Asuka and Charlotte all over again, and she's gonna have to wait and get the winner.
I don't know. And then she came out with that onesie type thing she's wearing, and I was like,
she was rocking that, bro.
Yeah, I was like, what? And the diamonds on the head or whatever she was wearing, glitter.
Walking in those heels, and she was swaying.
Yeah,
she was swaying. I saw her on a walk back to the Titantron, and I was just like, woo! Boy, Montez is a lucky man. Lucky man.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know what his career is doing, but he's a lucky man. Otherwise,
I mean, they got their own show. They're doing their thing. I mean, eventually he'll be in his rightful place. You can't. It's too early for me to say this, right? Just due to the simple fact that we don't know where they're going with him in the end. But man, the future is bright for Montez, bro. If he ever goes single,
yeah,
he might have the same issues that Bianca has, right? Where the crowds love him, and then they just love him too much that they get stale, right? But I could definitely see, with both of their characters, how they can turn heel and they just be a different animal too, right? You could see Bianca Belair as a heel, right, and just being just all swaggerlicious.
Yeah, with the darker makeup and stuff.
Yep, being swagger. Just don't go Rhea Ripley black, man. Just a little too dark.
Yeah, that shit's too far, but it was worse for Rhea Ripley.
But I can definitely see Bianca being that, being the head chick in charge. Montez, I mean, everyone, right? Everyone sees how talented this guy is. I mean, he's gotten bigger. You know what I mean? You can see that this guy's hitting the gym and he's getting bigger. It kind of reminds me of the Rockers.
Yeah.
You know? He kind of reminds me of the Rockers because, your boy HBK started getting big. You know what I mean? And I don't know, man. Montez, I don't know if it's going to go that. Who knows? He's definitely going to have to separate.
So I'm looking at the title reigns right now, and Roman's number 5. So in 6 days he'll be number 4, and then after that, 210 days he'll be number 3.
Who does he beat in that?
There's Bruno Sammartino.
Oh, the second go around for Bruno, right?
Yeah, and then. If he holds on it for 200 more days after that, then it'll be Hogan.
I don't think he gets the Hogan status. I think he beats Bruno's record, and that's where they're going to say that he's bigger than any other champion because they're going to be talking about Bruno's record. We'll see. I mean, do you see him being Hogan's record?
Then he would have to win it. I mean, hold it past next WrestleMania.
Yeah.
So
I think he takes a break after next WrestleMania.
Yeah, but it'll be only like 2 months after next WrestleMania to beat Hogan's record.
Damn.
It's 1,474 days, and right now he only has to hold it for, I guess,
a year.
Yeah, a year. After next WrestleMania would be what, April? So that's 10 months from now. What was it?
Mm. I mean, who knows? They might want to establish him as the best thing. So that's where we come at odds. It's like, do you want him to beat that record, or do you want him just to lose it at Mania? Um,
I mean, that's probably why they gave him the schedule so he doesn't get injured wrestling every week.
mhm.
But he just holds this for 1,500 days. So technically, he already beat Bruno, but not Bruno's first one. First one, I don't think anybody will beat.
No one's being that.
That's like 7 years. I don't think anybody wants to be the champion for 7 years.
No.
But at least if he beats Bruno once, that's fine, good enough for everybody.
Yeah, and I could see that. I could see him beating Bruno's other record. Then it comes into play on whether or not he'll beat Hogan's record. Now, I'd say that he'll probably, especially the way that we're planning this Mania, you got Jay winning it. But then again, you've seen the memes, man. I know you've seen the memes where they got Roman Reigns at 56 with still winning.
Yeah.
You see the memes, man. So who knows when it comes to that, man? Who knows when it comes to that?
Well, technically, he needs to hold it to next September.
No, I don't see him having that title that long, bro. I don't see that. That'll be a travesty.
Yeah.
Because how many feuds are you going to have in between that?
Well, that's why he's going to be
doing like barely challenging people. I mean, what about that old school rule that WWE used to have where you had to defend the title within 30 days? They just dropped that shit.
Yeah, it depends on who it is.
Right?
Yeah.
Because like with him, it's just like even right now, he's not going to be defending any Money in the Bank, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then next time he won't defend it probably until SummerSlam.
Yeah, but then again, if you look at Hogan's rules and Bruno Sammartino's, they only defended it.
Yes, that's true. You're right.
Hogan, 4 times a year because he had the pay-per-views only 4 times a year.
Yeah, that's true. But that was yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's less than Roman because maybe 5 times a year Saturday night's main event, but.
Now, do you think they jump? Like you given the long story with Jey Uso in the main event of WrestleMania, but do you see him potentially after this Civil War challenging him, and then at SummerSlam?
Maybe he gives Jimmy a try, and then they both lose. Then I don't know what their feud is going to be. Maybe their feud is going to be trying to get a Solo away from him. And then after that, he feuds with somebody else, and then.
I mean, I was reading around there, and the way the storyline is going, man, Jay should be. They should give it to Jay, but we know how WWE works. We don't know if Vince looks at Jay as that guy, the guy, right? He might be looking at someone else. So we'll see where they go with this, man. I mean, it's a lot. It's a lot.
But then again, they need if they're gonna have him beat Roman after all this time, they need to build him up the right way.
Mm-hmm.
It can't be like how they made a Chris Statlander come out and beat Jade. Bullshit ass.
That was.
Yeah.
It was. It's like out of nowhere, right? I mean, I got so heated at that because of the simple fact, and we talked about it, right, with Valkyrie. I mean, she deserved the. I don't know. In my opinion, they should have built her a little bit more to win it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and then she does all the work, and then the other girl comes and wins it. But I mean, I can understand the other girl was still wrestling, but she came out of injury and didn't wrestle for 10 months and then wins it. If that's the case, she could be another CM Punk again, gets just injured after coming back from injury.
Mm-hmm. All right, we're gonna switch. All right, we've already talked about the main storyline with SmackDown. I don't know if you want to talk about anything else that happened on SmackDown. I mean, we already talked about the Charlotte Flair. Grayson, bro. Grayson getting his show is getting interesting, bro.
Yeah,
Like a must watch.
He over there staring at Charlotte when she should be doing interviews, man. What are you doing, man? Be professional, man.
Let me see. What are your thoughts on the LWO, man? I don't know, man. I don't like the song.
I don't know. I mean, I think Selena's gonna be the star. I mean, with those outfits.
I know you definitely talked about that with the outfits and her looking like Sasha Banks every other day. I mean, she has it. I mean, she likes cosplaying, bro. So she likes doing all that type of that stuff.
Yeah. And I mean, I don't know. I mean, they're just doing something something for Ray to do, I guess. Because what's he gonna? Before that, they were just letting him job to everybody on the roster for the past since he came back. I don't know, 3 or 4 years.
Mm-hmm. What are your thoughts on who won the tag team gauntlet? I mean, we were talking about the tag team on who was going to up it, right? Mm-hmm. And it was definitely interesting, this gauntlet. I did not see the gauntlet going this way.
Yeah, I mean, it's a new team, and it's your boys. So.
Oh, no. Hey, I love who won it.
Yeah.
Right? But I'm talking about who got squashed. I mean, they hate Hit Row. I don't care. Anyone could say whatever they want. They do not like Hit Row. Hit Row, ever since what's the name flopped, right? He's gotten so much heat. I mean, even Michael Cole calls him a flop.
Yeah.
Right? So it's bad. I mean, this is
real. Wait, did he flop before he lost the weight or after he lost the weight?
After.
Damn.
Yeah. So
that's even sadder.
Yeah, so he I don't know what's going on over there with those guys, man. I feel so bad, you know what I mean? I think all of us wanted to see him on the main roster, right? And obviously once Sway left, it was a different thing, but people were still rocking with it, and then they turned him heel, and that's what we wanted, and and then the flop came, bro.
I mean, then again, I think they should just go back to NXT and reinvent themselves. Or
if anyone that needed to do that, it would be them.
Yeah,
I agree. Oh, I saw this meme the other day. When the hell is Odyssey Jones coming to to Raw?
Who?
Odyssey Jones.
Oh, is he coming to Raw?
He was in the draft, bro, and we haven't heard not one.
Wow. Okay. Yeah.
I didn't care, but it came up on my feed the other day. They're like, "Yo, where is this fool at?"
Yeah, and then the other dude, your boy, the cross-dressing boy, and then NXT. I don't remember what his name was. You remember that guy?
Yeah, I remember him. But
yeah, I thought that was Odyssey Jones for a while. So
I thought so too. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, but he disappeared too. So
yep. So I'm happy with who won it. Pretty Deadly. That's going to be interesting, and it'll be interesting to see how they play with this week with Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. So I'm excited for that.
Yeah, and I think they should split the titles up again, but I don't know. I'm not fond of these combined titles.
They haven't changed these titles, so I definitely see them splitting this. You know, they
Yeah,
haven't.
but I think they want to get away from the red and blue thing. I think Triple H is gonna give new titles once they lose it or lose one, two, or I don't know. I don't know how they're gonna do it, but
Okay, I agree. Who knows how they're going to come down when it comes to this?
yeah,
Yeah. Oh, we finally got to see Scarlett in a match.
yeah. What's your boy AJ saying he's married?
Oh my goodness. The way that he lost that match with that, I was just like, oh, all right. But carrying, I thought that, I don't know. I saw this feud looking a little bit different than how it turned out,
Yeah,
right? Normally they do a long storyline with Court carrying, but this is going fast. I mean, he lost. Now he won this match. Obviously, it's probably going to continue, right? Um, I would have preferred a more slower build between these two so that you can help both of them, right? Especially since AJ just came back and Carrion uh, was lost in the abyss.
yeah.
I guess we'll see where it comes down to that, man. All right, let's stop over there. Let's see. What can we talk? Oh yes, I'm excited for this. AEW Forbidden Door.
Yeah, you were talking about that. What's that match? Daniel Bryan and.
Yes, Daniel Bryan and Okada.
Mm-hmm.
I got stoked seeing their promos, both going against each other. Bryan Danielson saying that he's like the desert and it's not going to rain.
Yes.
Hey, I loved it, man. I loved it. Right, I'm definitely excited to see this because let's be real. Um, I think in this generation, in these last 5 years, right? If we were to name like the top performers, top performers, Bryan Danielson, ever since he came to AEW, yo, he's put on a clinic with these guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, even the smallest joker that he would go against, like who was it? Um, freaking, I'm thinking of a joker. What's that fool that's in the Jericho Association Society?
Magic Mike, whatever his name was.
No, not my. Yeah, I mean he's had match with him and the other joker. Oh my goodness, the boxer.
Garcia.
Garcia, yes. That match that he had with someone as small as Garcia that had a match with Danielson, and all of a sudden it was like a 5-star match, you know?
Yeah.
So out of all these performers, and me going back to what I said, Okada too. What he has done in New Japan, right? With the countless people that right now are in AEW with uh, Kenny Omega, right? Switchblade, all these awesome wrestlers. I felt like these two were one of the top performers. Now, don't get me wrong. Um, there are other individuals that need to be in that conversation. And I'm going to say it right now, Seth freaking Rollins.
Yeah.
Right? Seth freaking Rollins is one of them too. Right? Yep. Seth freaking Rollins is up there. Chris Jericho, right? Even though he's falling down, right? But when we talk about top performers in the last, top of the line when it comes to in-ring ability, where they put on a clinic, I think it's those four right there.
Yeah, and there's
some.
While we're on topic, Chris Jericho, you think Chris Jericho should be Sting's last match?
Yes.
Yeah. That's what I think too.
I think so too. It adds something to it. They never cross paths. It's a shame that it didn't happen sooner, right? But I like it. I like it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they could put on a 10-minute match.
Yeah, exactly. Sting can't go that long.
Yeah, between the two of them, and then I mean, and Jericho, he's not going to be hurt if he loses it. So
yeah, exactly. So we have Bryan Danielson versus Okada. We have Kenny Omega versus Will Ospreay. Right, I'm excited for that.
Yeah,
Kenny's up there too on that list. I mean, did say Kenny's on that list of top performers. Right, if we Kenny will definitely be up there, and Will. I mean, he's an up and coming dude, man.
Yeah, he's definitely. Well, I mean, how old is he? He's been around for like 10 years, right? So he's.
Yeah, but I'm talking about young guns new on the scene.
Yeah, just like Jay White.
Yeah, exactly. Those two. You're right.
Pretty much, they made their name somewhere else and coming to AEW or WWE.
Yeah. Kenny Omega versus. I'm excited for that one. Right, they have a whole storyline that they talked about before. We have Sonata versus Jungle Boy. What were your thoughts with this, bro? This one came out of left field.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's more to give Jungle Boy some experience and some name recognition in Japan, because all the Japanese be watching this no matter what.
Yeah,
and maybe he wants to go venture over there too. So I don't know, maybe to hone his craft.
Yeah, definitely. That would throw me for a loop. I'm excited to see how that goes. I wonder if there's gonna be a Hook turn, bro, because you see Hook, he had that little face where he's like, "Huh? Oh, yeah, you're going for that?"
Yeah.
So I that's just me reading too much into it.
Right? But I mean, I saw everybody and other companies are interested in Hook. I don't think Taz will let him go, but
I heard WWE is interested.
Yeah.
I don't know if he would have that same play right now. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Osprey. I wonder if AEW's gotten all these top guys over here, man, especially with Will. And Will's another talent that you can put into WWE, and whew,
Yeah.
I mean, I feel that he can go, but he's made like you said, the last 10 years, he's got a career that a lot of other individuals in WWE are not going to know. So he'd have to come out of nowhere. So I don't know if it would work over there. But next up, we had MJF versus Tanahashi.
Mm-hmm.
Boy, MJF was like, who? Yo, this guy is gold, man. I don't care what anyone says.
Yeah, he's a heel all day and night.
All day and night. He eats and breathes. I appreciate MJF so much as the years have gone by, bro, because he sticks to it. You know what I mean? He's got that old school mentality. When he wrestles, he's got that old school mentality. He's not jumping through stuff. He's like, yo, I'm not hurting myself like you fuckers. I'm just gonna be an awesome in-ring performer. I'm gonna piss you off with what I say because he's like CM Punk in a way. You know what I mean? He speaks the truth.
Yeah, I mean, he's like Miz says he wrestles Bryan Danielson called him a coward because he wrestles safely. He doesn't wrestle. He doesn't do any Jeff Hardy crazy nonsense.
And I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. I don't need you flipping through over there. Like Bubba Ray says it countless times. Sometimes the thing with AEW, and Bret Hart has said it. and all these old school people. It's like the problem with sometimes with modern day wrestling is that everyone's trying to go over some crazy spot.
Mm-hmm.
And it's crazy spot or crazy spot, crazy spot, and then after a while, it loses its value. Um, MJF and them, he's got that old school mentality. You know what I mean? And it's awesome to see how he goes over there. He's so young, man. To like he's soaked in so much knowledge. It's just insane, bro.
Yeah, and I even saw Hogan a few weeks ago. He says most of these guys have bodies like they bag my groceries.
I heard that,
Yeah,
but he said that, but then he also said that he did appreciate um, the work that they've done. So
yeah.
yes,
I mean,
he did say that.
yeah, but it's like a backhanded compliment.
Yes, it was a backhanded compliment. Um, and I'm like you. I mean, your boy Orange Cassidy is going on like 24 title defenses. And they're part of me is just like what you said. It's like, I don't see how this guy threw this person. Like Orange, yes, he's awesome, but he shouldn't have this long ass reign. They love
Yeah,
him. Let me
I
see.
guess because of the pop. It's not like he's because of his wrestling skills or anything.
I mean, he does have wrestling skills. I'm like, don't say it. He
No,
does.
no, no. I'm saying
He does things unorthodox, but it's interesting. But when it comes to frame wise, like him going against freaking Wardlow.
yeah. I mean, I don't think anybody could do all the stuff he does with his hands in his pocket
Yeah, and
and
then you
not
have,
get hurt.
and it's come down to it. I mean, even in the main event of Collision, right? Samoa Joe was looking like a beast.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? And for me to think that CM Punk could easily take hip toss this fuck, I'm just like, you serious, bro? I don't
yeah,
care what you would have to be a black belt in jiu-jitsu for me to believe that,
yeah. It's
right?
just yeah. It's yeah. These guys want to be vegans. All I don't know, weirdos, man. Your job is to fucking look good on national TV.
You're right.
Yeah,
You're right. You want to look a menace, right? That's why Roman looks that way, right?
yeah.
Roman, you can tell it. I mean, oh man, who was it the other night that I saw? And I just was like, oh, he's been the shadow of him. So Keith Lee, man, Keith Lee has all this ability, and this fool over there, man, he'd be over there jobbing left and right, bro.
Yeah. It's
I'm just,
just how does he get that tight me I am, man?
yeah. All I know is that um, he's had a crazy fall from grace since NXT, bro. I thought he was like literally like the next big thing.
Yeah.
And then he goes on to the main roster in WWE, gets horrible push, introduction and persona and character. He comes to AEW, he's losing to Strickland, and it's just like, why, man? You have someone as golden as this man. And he hasn't even tapped his potential, bro, because the stuff that he was doing over there in NXT, he's not even doing that in AEW or in WWE.
Yeah. Now he's a tag team with your boy Dustin.
It's like, and he's rocking gray hair. I'm like, yo, man, you made yourself look like 40 years older.
Yeah. How does Mia put up with this, man?
So it's just a travesty, man. Like I remember watching Keith Lee, man, and I was like, yo, this guy's It's like the new next big thing, and now look at him jobbing. It's ridiculous. All right, we're gonna head off right over here, man.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So,
On a downer on Keith Lee.
down there on Keith Lee. I'm sorry, Keith, man. I'm still rooting for you, man.
I'm not sorry, man. You need to go work out. Go talk to Brian Cage and ask him what he does.
Well, we know what Brian Cage does, man. That's a
Well,
fool.
do half of what Brian Cage does. Just follow Brian Cage around for like 3 or 4 days a week.
Yo, that's another joker we could talk about, man. Freaking Brian Cage, man. He could do all the cycles that he wants, but he still won't be the top guy.
Yeah, well, at least he was the top guy in Impact for a little while.
Yeah, an Impact he will be. He might need to go back there, man, because whew. Oh, we speaking of Impact, we got someone that showed up to Impact about a month ago.
Oh, your boy Nick Aldis.
Nick Aldis, yeah. Yo, I was always a fan, and when I saw him come up there, I was like, yes. So we'll see where we go from there.
Yeah, well, I think he's going to be the one since Alex Shelley won the world title. He's going to be the one challenging him.
Yep, and that's what it looks like. I'm happy though that Alex Shelley got a title, man, because throughout the years, him and his partner, right, were the heartbeat of that company. And I thought about this about 2 months ago. I was like, yo, man, they never gave these guys a chance in day to hold that title or even make the jump.
Yeah, and then his tag partner was it Chris Sabin won the X Division title, and he's the world champion now. So,
so excited for that too. Well, we're gonna get a little bit more into that, and I'm gonna have to get Frank to go watch too much wrestling nowadays, man.
Yeah,
a lot of wrestling every day now. If I miss one day, I'm already behind. And because we got all these other shows, so it's a lot. But it is what it is. We haven't talked to you guys in a while. It was nice talking to you. We're gonna have to break down some of these dark side of the rings. Have you been keeping up?
I have the other two DVR. I saw the first one with Tammy and Chris.
Yes, that was a good one.
Yeah.
I gotta finish this last one that just happened this week, and we gotta start breaking down those.
I didn't see what the other two were, but I have them DVR.
Okay. The one that just happened this week was talking about Eddie Graham.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, talking about Eddie Graham in Florida. The one right after that. You said Chris Candido, Sammy Sage. I can't remember what the middle one was. I saw it. I just can't remember right now. But no, that was a different one. That was last year's. Anyway, we'll get into it. But hey, make sure to follow us on the podcast, on YouTube, at Wrestling Hooligans on Twitter, Instagram, right, and at Gmail. Just hit up Wrestling Hooligans. Like I said, we got a missing hooligan that we need to get one of these days in the middle of the week. There's so much wrestling now that we might have to do a show in the beginning on half of the week.
Oh, so we do a Raw and SmackDown.
Exactly. One day where we talk about Raw, NXT, and AEW, and then do a show on Thursday, and then on Friday we do SmackDown, Rampage, and Collision, and TNA. Jeez,
damn.
All right, but other than that, man, we're gonna try to make sure we get that done. All right. Have a good one. Happy Father's Day, everyone, and peace.
All right. Take it easy, guys.